The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
They start to drive with White, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Yeah, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
Here we go,
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground with White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here we go,
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Robert Spillane, ex of the Steelers, is there on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Alert! 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 Hey, hold.
Allen off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. It gets it right back to Mayer. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
We had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what was fun to me was hear him say, I like what we did, but we need more pressure on the quarterback this week. What he wouldn't tell us, though, was how he was going to create it. Is it going to be just the front 4? Is it going to be 3? Is he going to bring linebackers, secondary? This will be fun to check out.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
21.
They'll run for it. This is White. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
Knox enjoyed his first Pro Bowl season of a 4-year career in 2022, almost matching his career highs in yards and catches. That came after signing a 4-year extension with Buffalo, who expects him to keep making plays like that first down we just saw.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Trent Sherfield, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo hitting Mayer here on the out route. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, here's White. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Opting to run again here with White. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here we go, here we go, here we
From
go.
the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
To throw is Garoppolo.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo now.
Pass taken in by Mayer.
Touchdown Raiders!
Michael Mayer
With his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, Cook. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
To the air, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation
11,
here.
11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
Wilson able to put this one through, and that will knot us up at 10.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On the move past the 40, and he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo, 47 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
Again, it's Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Here's Allen to throw it.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up first and goal.
They'll run with Cook, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. We see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On second down, here's Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Yep.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
56, 56. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
In motion is Hardy.
Allen now on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He finds Mayer here. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to
Final
Orlando,
adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen now looks to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
56, 56. Middle, off 52. Hey, tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him 30 yards there.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. that. Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And that extends their advantage to 6 and 16-10. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
One, Omaha.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd down and 10.
Here we go.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Got him in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. A call on luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. And Oliver in there again as he's able to pick up sacks on both 1st and 2nd down.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up the 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Whoa, whoa.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
For it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bills are gonna get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say no. And this is caught. A big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Bass on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer. Big strides, looking and go. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
80 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
21.
Garoppolo. And he's got it. Touchdown. Michael Mayer with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
17.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down by it's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That's to the tight end, Davidson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Zach Davidson, 40 yards. And the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's...
And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bills, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.